Father's far from being a well-man's character.
Yes, I know.
Seeing you for the first time may be something of a shock to him.
I think I understand, Doctor.
He's been looking forward to your arrival with great eagerness. I hope there'll never be any occasion for you to be separated from him again. Come with me, please.
Alright. I have no idea how well this is going to pick us up.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes.
So. But it's better than nothing.
Better than nothing indeed.
Yep.
And we're both, neither of us are like overly quiet, so
yeah,
it'll probably be right. Cool. So we're playing No Retreat, No Surrender. So every command card that is removed from the game is worth 1 victory point. It's
right.
First to 8.
Right.
There'll still be 10 rounds. Everything starts in reinforcements.
Yep.
And pretty normal stuff. We'll still have secondary objectives in play, but otherwise not much else besides just trying to kill each other the most, which seems very in Nord favor right now.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. I guess I'll do my list first. So
yep.
I am playing with 2 characters. My Archimandrite is my warlord this time. I basically gave him the full magic special. So he has a treasure that lets him, if he gets 4 successes on a spellcast, he gets to make another spellcasting action for free.
Right.
His Supremacy ability that's always on lets him cast 2 spells for free, and then once per game he can gain Blessed with all of his spellcasting attempts. Right. He's got full Arcane Retinue, he's got 1 in Dominion, and then he still has Blasphemous Soma, so he's gaining the 1 Dark Power per turn.
Right.
He is accompanied by a 3-man unit. He will be with the 3-man Praetorian Guard unit. With command stack, Legionnaires with a command stack, and then a unit of 3 each of Morroyan carries. The Morroyan know their Immolation spell, and carries know the Insanity one that you did last time.
Right.
Archimandrite knows the healing spell. He knows a spell that gives dark power, or excuse me, Aura of Death, and then he knows one that's basically a nuke that actually gets pretty potent as the game goes on.
Right.
So that's kind of scary. On the other hand, the Strategos, I paid for, he has full combat and Dominion retinues, and then so he has a banner upgrade that lets him change one of the units in his warband to become a mainstay. So the Cataphracts are actually mainstay for him, which is kind of silly. And then big unit of Praetorian Guard that he'll be hanging out with that have full command stack.
Right.
And he just has a lot of combat upgrades. He has Skofung, which is a melee weapon upgrade, and then he has Gladiator as his choice of blessings. So, yeah. What changes did you make?
So, still rocking the Jarl as my warlord.
Mm-hmm.
He's accompanying House Carls again.
Mm-hmm.
Shaman with a unit of raiders, and then a big blob of raiders in his warband.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Bloodied has upgraded from slinging crappy spears to being an ogre.
Oh, good.
And he is joining the Ogres. And he is accompanied by a mountain giant Beast Pack and the Stalkers.
Dang.
Um,
Are Beast Pack mainstay? Is that how that works, or is it?
Stalkers and Ogres are.
Ogres are mainstay. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
and then he has a bunch of melee upgrades.
Cool.
He has like 7 attacks, hitting on 4s. Like,
Yeah. So definitely, like, the challenge here is
Yeah.
Strategos dueling the Bloodied potentially.
yeah.
Oh, I should mention, I have because he's in Dominion 3, at the third tier, something else happens, but at tier 2, there's a draw event for the characters where they heal a wound whenever they draw event.
Right.
So just as a heads up that will be in effect for all of the characters while he is on the table.
I don't think outside of the what's it called, the go twice draw event.
Gotcha.
I don't have any.
Cool. Yeah. And then the Archimandrite's draw event is also the go twice one, so also turn the tide. Cool.
Yeah.
The Strategos is going to join the Praetorians. The Archimandrite will join the other unit of Praetorians, and then we're in business.
All right.
I have 2 light and then a bunch of mediums. So
I have 3 light, and then 2 mediums and a heavy.
okay. Do you want to call? I'm assuming you want to just call these impassable, basically.
Yeah.
Hill, impassable, ruin. I would say you can move through it, but you just can't end on it.
Right.
Same for these. And then this one's also an impassable walk around. So, alrighty. You're much faster than I am, so I have to think about that. So, well,
Secondaries?
yeah, secondary cards.
It's 3, right?
It is 3. Unfortunately, no way to change. I think if there's an objective one, you like shuffle it out. But
That would make sense.
yeah, if it's impossible to achieve, you don't have to worry about it. Screen stack. I'm reasonably happy with those.
Their other one is their shoot and move one.
Okay.
But they can't charge or shoot again after they do that.
Caldor can cast.
Vortex, Inferior Amplification, which isn't going to matter because if you're not in range of that.
Okay.
Alright. Easy enough. I have only 2 light units that can
Yeah,
start.
Smite and +1 environment save.
3.
Yeah. You got some for
I get neither of them turn 1. 4s are under our good. So,
Okay.
so I'll get
2.
2 light
You want to
units.
start blowing through your TV?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Very exciting turn 1.
Stalkers.
They're going to smite.
And I'm going to have the
It goes off from 10, D3 more
Beat Blob
from
Raiders.
1 to
For 10 now. Okay. So that would
be an 8.
I'm not even gonna bother roll for some reason because I have nothing on the table. So if I was feeling
Yeah.
I got this or
One more. Okay, take it. Dreadnought's gonna cast whatever.
This is the thing I won't forget this time. I don't have a tape measure.
Armored Resilience, I think, switched to. Resilience. Add 1 to armor saves. He actually casts himself as on 6. Goes off. So Dreadnought is +1 to armor save. Strike squad on the building are gonna smite. This is a 6 now. Goes off. E3
Sorry
on
about
your
that.
for 2.
Stalkers get to triple march because they have Vanguard.
Woohoo! So,
Grandmaster
and with a banner +1, so 18?
Smite.
Yep.
19?
Nope.
19.
Lol.
All the way up to that.
What are you shooting? Oh, and then once you bring a dollar back.
Something gives me the feeling I'm not about to enjoy that.
As well as yeah. Okay. So how much damage?
this anybody?
1 CP for cycle
Can I
damage.
buy it?
So the removal
You'll have to
of
talk to
all
Jason about it. I'm sure you can
access
do
to
it.
any of them.
Okay.
So I'll try to beat this guy.
Here's
I took the Strahd one last time, so
What?
I took the Strahd one last time.
The what?
Strahd,
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
you know, being my
I'll forgive you.
vampires.
thing.
Can use the widget if you want for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so
first
that.
line.
Do these guys want to go over here? That's a good question. I think we're just gonna do this. Okay. And then the big blob. Raiders move 5, so they're only going 10,
So,
but
on this
11
side,
because of the
2 CP.
banner.
On this guy. Okay. What this does is until the end of that phase,
I'm definitely going to start taking the Optio for the Legionnaires because he gives them Vanguard as well.
So +1
Vanguard is so good.
Yeah, Vanguard on the.
That's why I've been thinking about switching it to the bloody.
Yeah,
Just to
just
get
everything comes in.
Yeah, everything comes in.
Well, he gives them all flank,
Yeah.
so they're
Yeah.
auto coming.
The wizard gives them all.
Oh, Vanguard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. He's the Raider of the Storms or whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm also going to spend 1 CP for
Put
cycle
these together. Okay.
Was that all of it?
Yep, that's.
Was that any of your character units or no?
Nope.
All right, cool. Oh yeah, because he's with the Booters and he's with the other Raiders. All right, very exciting. Turn 1. Turn 2. Mediums can arrive on a 2 or under. So for lights for me, still 4s or under. Both my light units can arrive, and then I have
3s are under. Or
it's 4.
Yeah,
It stays 4s or under. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 medium regiments. On 2s. Oh, I got 3 of them coming in this turn.
Nice.
Heck yeah! All right.
All right. So the 1 medium unit doesn't come on, and then 1, 2, 3. 1 comes on. So I am. I'm gonna bring the Jarl on. How many more units do you have? not on
I
the
will
board?
actually only have 1 unit not coming on the table this turn.
All right. So I'm just gonna. I'll do the.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's what I think my biggest problem with him as a warlord. I need to put him into a smaller unit so that he can get down on turn 1.
Yeah, something that has flank or something on
Yeah.
turn 1.
I'm gonna do here. Yeah. Because you can go four abreast, right?
Yeah, you can go. Technically you can go as wide as you want. It's just
One ridiculous wide block.
yeah.
So for a turned unit like this, it would be the back point would be the.
Yep, the furthest back would be that point. Yep.
Right.
No, that's +1.
Alrighty. My stack is good.
Same here.
Turn 2. I've got nothing in dark power still because nothing's been hit the board. So, alright. Supremacy. Got 2. 6. I guess I'm going first. Because even with a +1, wouldn't change. Carries would be my first reveal. They are speed 6. They will be double marching.
Okay.
Double march.
2 CP for Stormbolters. Not bad. I just need to do some more combat. This guy doubles his moon, right?
Doubles his wounds, yes. Double wounds.
Is there a strategy to talk about it?
That is a normal one, which is easy normal.
Okay.
Won't be using all of our movement, but that's
Do
okay.
they all have a mark?
So he is Karn, he is normal, the rest are.
Alright.
That's first one.
Raiders for me. They're just going to double march.
Yeah.
Calder will shoot at him. He's in Terminator, so
We can't charge her this way, so.
his stuff is Stormbolter.
Next for me is a unit of the Moroi. They will be double marching.
-1 damage.
2 damage.
those ones do again?
These are the Aura of Death ones.
Okay.
Aura of Death, and then they have
That's just the you take hits.
yeah. So per stand, they naturally do 1 to you. They can self-improve themselves by 2, and then the other spell could improve them up to 5.
Do you get defense rolls against
You
it?
get defense rolls against them, but it goes draw event, Aura of Death, then your actions. So you wouldn't be able to like bolster or anything,
yeah.
but yeah.
Okay.
So yep, that's Noroi.
Stalkers.
And they're high evasion, no defense.
Measure this out. That unit can go. That unit can't.
So I found this out last time. When you're measuring ranges, like ranges from, it's actually from the center of the stands. So we misplayed that last time,
Okay.
but just as a heads up. Because I think you're like for 20, because here's 20 from like the center of me.
Right. Okay.
So I think you might have one stand
Yeah.
obscure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Move up if you want to get all.
So they are going to march once.
Also, since they're always obscured, you might as well move.
That's the real question. They're range 20 as well.
Range 16.
16. So if I march 3.
I mean, you don't have to use your entire march.
Let's see.
Your
Center
grandmaster,
of stand.
like, how far those units are they able to reach?
Okay, we're gonna try to be cheeky.
24 plus.
Yeah, because of my tie, I get
Center to center.
Okay, it doesn't really matter about
Center.
that.
Is it to your center stand? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So they'll volley.
Sure, sounds good. Just normal 12 shots because
Yep.
I'm obscured.
Ah, need that Raiders.
Yeah, just roll the other stuff.
So,
Looks like 5.
alright, evasion 2. I lose 3.
So,
From our stand.
let's do.
I'll take my resolve tests.
Big night.
Alright. They're done, right?
Yep.
Okay. Next, unit of Praetorian Guard.
Conveniently didn't lose a stand, so no dark power.
Conveniently did not lose a stand. You did great. Big unit of Praetorians will be marching 11 because they are only speed 5. They do have a Centurion, so they will be able to do a free reform once per game, and it can be combat or out of combat. So we will.
Okay. So it's full. Okay.
One of these.
Okay.
Alrighty, sir.
Alright. The big unit of Boogers. They are going to come in on this side. And then they're just. Actually, you know. I'm gonna make them more wieldly. I'm gonna come in and wheel.
Okay.
And we'll just wheel up. Like so.
Sounds good. Alright, my next reveal is the unit of Legionaries, so they will be with their Archimandrite.
Archimandrite.
They will be. Let me check the range on these spells real quick. Those are the soft ones. 14, 8, 12. Okay.
12.
Praetorians are done. Roy's done. Legionaries. They're going to just. Waltz in behind their friends here. That's their movement.
Alright, I'm out.
Alright, Legionnaires, and then my Cataphracts will double march for 15.
We are dumb horses.
We are done. Alrighty. Counterfractory. Okay. I think I've just got a couple draw events real quick. So Strategos does nothing. And then Archimandrate does have the draw event to murder a stand. So we're going to murder this stand of Legionaries here. And then because of the upgrades he has, I do have to roll for them, but technically I can't fail the spells. I'm just looking for at least 4 successes. So I'll do Healing Touch on the carries. It's attunement 3, I believe. 3. So I have 3 success. I have 2 successes, so we're good. So I don't get my extra free one yet, but I will be reviving 2 carries models. And then I will cast Unholy Fire.
Unholy fire.
Unholy Fire on the
So metal.
yeah. Excuse me, that's Unholy, excuse me. That's Haslia's Touch, Unholy Baptism's the nuke, Dark Immolation.
Yeah. Nuke your guys.
yeah, those are I did get 4 successes.
Hello. How's it going?
So, Dark Immolation, but that only lasts to the end of the turn, so it really doesn't matter. So, cool. Alright. I did get a Dark Power point from a stand dying, though. So,
Dog power.
Dark Power.
And that is
That's
your
it. That's it.
stuff.
That's all of it.
All right.
Turn 2. On to turn 3. Heavy.
Lights come in automatically.
Lights come in automatically. Mediums are on a 4+ now, and then heavies not yet. I think heavies are around 4.
I thought heavy. I don't know.
We'll look. Heavy can start arriving on round 3 on 2 and under.
Okay. Add in the guys that are auto coming.
I have a reinforcement. Do my Praetorians arrive? Praetorians do arrive, or can arrive.
Hey, Mikey,
What's up?
would you know anything about pricing for cleanse since the man magic card is not popping up on the player? Which part is cleanse?
Alright. So
So my Praetorians are arriving, so my entire command stack is here.
those are auto arriving. So I have these 2.
Yeah.
Eaters. Nope. And then the giant.
2 of us.
He's on it.
He's here! Oh god!
So
They're in charge there. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's been
Considered racial.
Gonna be a.
Destroys all fire.
yeah. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you again.
And then the paladins are gonna charge. Are those are separate, right?
Yeah, they're now separate.
They're gonna charge the one closer to them.
So they would. So also they would be within the -1 strength range if that matters to you. Because it's a 6.
They're wooden on 5s anyways.
Okay.
5 probably isn't enough. They only need to get to the wall. They can fight the wall. So that front guy might actually be within. 5 might actually be enough.
Alright, I think we're good. How many cards do you have?
I have
I have 8 total.
6.
Okay.
So I'll get my bonus one.
Alrighty.
Supremacy.
Supremacy. 3. Tie. If you want to tie, we re-roll.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going first, though.
Alright.
If you want to, you don't have to.
I will go first.
Alrighty.
So first is my Raiders, which will be this unit.
So the magic box carrier return to
Come in and wheel around on these. Actually, no, that's dumb. I forget about your stupid double charge.
Overrunning. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, and I'm starting here. So,
They're going to come in back here.
That seems smart. You almost walked right into my trap.
Yeah.
They're going to evaporate and then just get charged for free.
Yep.
Alrighty. Cataphract.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I do have... He is on the table now, so I do get an extra dark power from...
Dark power!
I only need a 3. So we will declare a charge. Because memory... Actually, you know what? It's a 3 re-rollable. I'm going to have them do their memories of old action. So
Okay.
they're going to complete the action, which gives them shock and unstoppable charge. And then it's a 3. I do have a banner, so I get to re-roll it.
Okay.
That's a 5. So 5 plus 7 is 12.
They're definitely within range.
We're definitely there. So I am in your front because I definitely don't have the majority. So we will freewheel, come forward 11, move through the ruin, oops, and then close the gate.
Well, you guys got a shot off.
Woo! Alrighty. With memories of old. So Cataphracti, shock doubles the number of attacks they would, doubles the number of impact attacks they would do. So they are 5 attacks each, which would normally be 3.
Okay.
Doubling it for each of them would be 18. 6, 10, 15, 18. I'm only clash 2 because I don't get to change that. So these are connecting on 2s.
Then you get the inspired charge.
You never actually get to inspire. You never get to inspire impact attacks, or throwing weapons. They're not actually clashes.
I could have sworn I read your thing saying that they get inspired impacts.
So the shock, unstoppable charge gives them +2 to their inspired for clashes. It doesn't. It specifically says it doesn't affect impacts. So there's 5.
5
minus
minus
2.
2.
Evade.
Yep. So evasion 2. They all die.
And then resolve tests.
5 resolves minus 1.
Correct.
So ones. So 10 of them.
So they're broken. So we do it again, which is probably just going to pick up the unit.
Yeah.
Okay. Haha. I would need to roll 6. I would need to roll a 6. But I feel like if I fail the charge and I limp towards you, that's worse. So I think I'm just going to have them hold.
Okay.
So
my top shaman. I'm a spooky shaman.
They are not re-rolling the blue though. Because that's telling you that.
How long does spell last? Until the top of the turn?
if it doesn't define, it's till top of the round.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no point in casting this. I was going to be like, blurred visions, you guys can't charge.
Yeah.
We'll do reshape destiny on the unit he's in.
Okay, sounds good. They get to reroll their failed saves, right?
Yeah. Just in case something happens.
Just in case something horrible happens.
Yeah. Difficulty 3. You get 6 dice. It goes off.
Nice. I'll tell you what, there's nothing I can do about it. So.
Well, you don't want to deny.
So my next reveal is the Archimandrite. I'm going to trigger the draw event for Turn the Tide. So
you'll do the next one too.
Yep, so I'm going to do the next one as well. So I will have him go. So we will do draw event. He's going to punk.
I thought, doesn't Turn the Tide make you use the next one and then he goes?
Is that how that works? Let me look.
I know one of them is like that.
Choose a regiment within 12 inches that is not yet active this round. That regiment takes its action since the regiment's command card has not been drawn. It's them, then the character. So that is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the Moroi will activate. So they will use their memories of old for cleave and something else. Oh, that's a wizard. They're going to take a spellcasting action.
Okay.
So this just needs a success. So they trigger their immolation.
Okay.
And then they will advance, and then they will march. Like that. Immolation.
Is that the one that improves their aura?
Improves their aura of death. Correct. So they're done, and then we'll trigger the Archimandrite, and then he will, the other draw event, which is killing a stand, I'll have him kill the carries again, and then he's priest 7 with an upgrade, so this is, we'll have him try to revive the carries. Thankfully get 2 successes because he auto adds 1 success from his upgrade, so he gets that. So we add 2 models back.
I just want a dark power.
I do get 1 from killing the stand, so that at least works. There's free move here. And then he will cast so Hazlia's Touch, Dark Immolation on 7. Which goes off once, which is enough because he ignores the scaling. So Dark Immolation is just improving their aura of death. So they are currently at +1.
Does he gets 2 casts?
That's his supremacy ability.
Okay.
Because he's normally only gets 1. Because he's the warlord, he gets 2. And because of an upgrade, if he gets a good cast, he gets to do a free 1. So we are good to go.
Okay.
So he's totally done.
All right. You gonna go again?
Technically, you gonna go again because I skipped the.
Oh right.
Just skip the Moroi.
Skip the Moroi. Cougars. You are going to. We're just gonna double march. Actually, we're gonna march and wheel.
Very cool. Alrighty. Next, Praetorian Guard. They trigger their draw event. They will march. I can clear that, so we're just going to have them march twice. Because actually, we're going to have them march once, and then they're going to trigger their memories of old.
What's I'm a retard?
Are you? What'd you do?
The beast pack has flank, so they could come on whenever.
You want to sneak them into your command deck where you're going to play them?
I'll just do it next turn.
All right.
That's fine.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Do that. So they're going to trigger their memories of old, so they've triggered Bastion, so they're at their full defense.
Super defense.
Super defense. They're done.
Alright. Next. Raiders.
Charge me, I dare you.
Yeah.
Also, I tried to make it as hard as possible for you to actually fit here. Because of the building.
Alright, so we're going to do something fancier.
Let's see it.
They are going to use first action to reform.
Okay.
And then they're going to
Charge? Maybe charge? Maybe.
it looks like
Need a 6?
yeah.
Nice.
Needing a 6.
Oh god.
I'm gonna roll it right here.
They're re-rollable.
4.
Uh-oh.
Unstoppable.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I think you just limp your movement? Or do you limp your charge distance? Rulebook!
I'm not sure.
Rulebook.
So is it? Do you measure to the middle?
Yeah, I think this is the one where I think it doesn't because of the because you're actually measuring the distance. But let me just quadruple check.
Alright, two totals, 9 dollars.
Because if it's not, then I think I make it on a 4.
Oh, okay.
Because they move 6 plus 4, 10.
So for charging, it appears that you measure. You choose. A charge action is the only way a regiment can move into contact. You can't use a charge if it's arrived from reinforcements. Choose one regiment to the target of your. It must be within your line of sight. So you did reform them. You did that. Add the charge roll to the regiment's march characteristic. This is the charge distance. If the is equal to or greater than the distance between the regiment and the target, so it's the front of your base, the charge is successful.
So let's get your call on it.
So are you movement 6
Movement 6
plus 4 would be I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, John.
Well, it'd be 10. If this is 10, then
Yeah. I don't think it is 10 though, because there's 10 from the front.
but that would put it hitting this.
Right, I'm putting it. I'm deliberately putting it forward of the square, too. Like there's 10.
That's weird. Squares. They don't have squares.
Are they though? This one's not.
Good old fucking.
Here, I've got a. I have a 9. I'm gonna just measure this.
Normally, I'd be like, "Yeah, you're right," but this is an important charge.
This is an important charge, and I want you to be able to. So here, this is an inch.
Okay.
And this is 9. So you want to hold your regiment?
Yeah.
Do this. The most clear. So that's 9.
Tad just short.
Yeah, you needed that 5. Oh, you rolled a 5 at first.
Did I?
You did.
Okay.
So you make it. Yeah.
Okay.
Make it into the flank. Oh, that's yours, not mine.
So
Yeah, you rolled a 5. So
so it makes it to.
so you would
So it
normally
would go straight, and then you'd wheel like this.
Yep, you would go straight, and then you would close the door
Okay. So this is gonna get awkward because of the.
because of the hill. Yeah, that works. Fine by me.
All right. Unfortunately, they only get their impacts.
Correct, because they had to reform.
Yeah. But they do get impacts because they have thrown weapons.
So you get it. So are they single attack normally?
Yes.
So you would get 12 from the front because you got all of the stands there.
And then 3 more from
3
the
more,
back.
so 15 total, and it's at your base clash.
Yeah. So these are raiders. Clash of 2. Not the greatest. Wait.
That was ambitious, and I respect it.
Those guys set guard. Go this way.
Ah!
15 needing 2s. Not the greatest, but better than nothing. It looks like only a whopping 3.
Okay. I'm defense 3. Normally I have shields, but you got me on my side, so these are straight defense 3. I pass 1 and take 2. So 1.
I got 1.5.
You sure did, buddy. Down to over here. Well, it's going to be on the heteros, so he's going to be he's the one that does the double impacts.
Okay.
Because it has to go heteros leader, then standard bearer. Standards are always the last to die.
Great.
Okay, they done?
Yep.
Alrighty, carries. Well, you're on,
Shoot those ones.
you're on a hill now, so I can see you even through my own dudes here. We're within max. We're in range, so I'm gonna have them aim, and then they're going to volley.
Okay.
So we're on with 10 of them. That becomes 20.
And they ignore obscure, so...
Correct. Because they're bullshit.
Because normally if you're shooting into combat, there's obscure. Right?
I actually don't think there's any penalties for shooting into combat at all. Which
I
is
actually forgot my actual book.
You're good. I actually think because volley, there's actually no, like, besides visibility, and normally, like, you're going to suffer visibility issues when, like, you're in to begin with. Let's see, Clash.
Hey, we're already further along in this game than the last game.
Bullying Nords. True. I mean, he did discharge the horses with a big unit of raiders, so we'll
Yeah. And he's about to do damage, so they're going to get fury.
True, it's going to make it harder for me. Roll to hit, flank and rear. And then, yes, so the bonus for flank and rear attacks is normally they have to reroll their successful morale tests. So I regret to inform you that that does not much besides...
Well, the bonus for me is that they don't get saves on force.
True,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah. I was going to say,
bonus
definitely not caring, like, definitely getting around the shields is a big deal, but a volley action can be used, has at least one stand with barrage. Okay, choosing a target, check for obscuration, just long range, number of shots, add 1 die for each supporting stand, rolling to hit, dice is greater, it's rapid volley. Yeah, I don't see anything that says about
I'm going to adjust that. Adjust the temperature.
yeah, it's getting pretty toasty. Cool.
The problem is it's muggy.
Yeah. It's supposed to only be like 50 degrees though today though.
I didn't sign up for Georgia.
Yeah. Like, why are we in the South? These are volley 3 after aiming.
Yep. That's a lot.
That's more than I was expecting. Thankfully, you don't suffer resolve tests from these, though. Dodge this. 9 of them.
9 of them. My dodge and evasion are exactly the same. Of 1. 9. Need ones. All the ones. 1-1.
So 8 of them.
8. So 2 stands.
And we almost broke you.
Now the awkwardness of moving the train. Here, I'm going to move this real quick. Alright, next movement tray. Don't put on the back part of it.
That makes sense. Alrighty. That's their activation.
Alright. Giant.
Yay.
So I don't want to do that because it can do the disengage and charge bullshit on me. Unless I win supremacy. So let's just...
What's up, buddy?
Trying to fade away.
You're good. It's only there. Okie dokie then.
What's up?
Was up. Alrighty. Legionnaires. Legionnaires are going to do their memories of old, and then which just gives them support 1, and then they will just pony march up.
Pony. I'm out.
The Strategos has nothing to do because we're not in combat. I thought he might be. And then the other unit of Praetorian Guard will
Arrive.
These spears are dangerous for my fingers.
Yeah, it's like old chaos.
Blood for the blood god. They didn't say it was my real blood. So double marching with a banner. Hiya! Alrighty.
Which games do you play?
I used to play Fantasy
March.
and 40K.
And march.
They're playing Conquest, which is a new rank of 5 fantasy.
Because they killed my Tomb Kings. Undead.
Depressing.
It is very depressing. You remember those.
I do. I remember them a lot.
All right.
They killed me a lot.
I actually get to reveal a secondary objective being completed, which is Memories of a Golden Age. Complete this objective at the end of a round in which you've used Memories of Old action at least 3 times. Cataphracts,
Yep.
they did it, and then the Praetorians did it. So, haha! Ha-ha! I have a point. Wound point. Okay. Actually 2 points, because I killed a unit of raiders as well. So.
Stalkers. Thank you very much.
Excuse you, whatever they are. Turn 4. I have no more reinforcements to arrive.
Well, everything else gets to show up now.
Nice. And then I have my Dark Power tick up at 4. It'll trigger at 6 for the first tier. They actually get to keep Immolation until they activate again, but the spell wears off. Let's see. That's the first time I've actually used Turn the Tide, and it actually seemed quite effective. Alright. So it's an either you go kind of game. So you activate something and you activate something. But you have to choose your entire army's activations before you know who's going first.
Ah, okay.
So it's kind of fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is not what I was expecting you to be playing today.
I have Grey Knights under the table too, so
Where they belong.
which where they belong.
Let me try some shit here. Let's do that.
Are you recording something?
We're streaming. You're all good.
Just see what she's up to.
Yeah, just playing games today.
I'm fantastic. How are you?
All right, I've got mine selected. How many cards do you have now?
9.
9. Alrighty. Okay, I'm at 8 total, so I get the choice. Ooh, it's hard to beat that though. Alright, carry on. Sir.
Alright. Raiders.
Raiders.
Blob.
Yeah, go.
They give way murdery because they are blood of the Inheater. So they haven't lost half. They are missing stands as a result, so they get Fury 1 draw event. And Fury gives them bonus attacks. So they are going to inspire
Okay.
and then attack.
Yep, sounds good. So +1 clash, you 24 from the front, and then 1 more in the back, so 25?
Yep.
26 to the leader?
Yep. And then they get to, because they have flurry, they get to reroll clashes.
Yeah.
So 26.
Ridiculous
Yeah.
hang-ups on color and things like that. So
Did they just have flurry natively?
Yeah.
Nice.
They get bonus flurry if they're at half.
Well, they get Fury for +1. Then do they have Flurry as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
Raiders automatically get flurry.
Nice.
And then
I know your army basically gets Fury when something dies or a stand dies.
Except in the US, where there's
25. +1, I need 3. Reroll on.
But the real market tells me that German overlords should have considered the market
Not bad.
And this 3 out of 25.
So 20,
Or no, 4 out of 25.
21. 6, 8, 11, 15, 21. Defense 3. They're dead, I think. Woohoo!
We did it!
The horses are dead.
Let's see here. I might score a thing.
I am a medium. Medium.
Okay. Friendly infinite regiment breaks or shatters an enemy regiment of at least one size more than that. So, light to medium.
Yeah, that works. So.
Score a thing!
Nice. I'm okay with that because I get 3 dark power points for that.
Yeah.
And 1 for, so I'm up to 8. So
I had to kill those damn things.
or they're gonna go buck.
I was having some PTSD. Like, ah!
That's true. Okay. Archimandrite is going to go, and then he's going to.
Which one's the Archimandrite?
The caster.
Oh.
Draw event. Kill.
Kill!
So we are in Dark Power 2, so we will just have him revive that with 3. So, I think I am going to use Turn the Tide. Actually, no, I don't think I'm not going to use Turn the Tide. Because they're movement 5 or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're not going to use Turn the Tide. Range 18. Okay. So, what we will do, though, we will use... We're going to cast Hazlia's Touch on the carries to try and revive some.
Okay.
I've got 1, 2 successes, so we revive 3 of them total. Because Ned's X plus, if we're in Dark Power 2. 1 plus 2. Aha, we start coming back faster now.
Second spell?
That was up to 9. Second spell, we're going to do Unholy Baptism. So, target enemy unit receives 1 hit for each success. These hits have armor piercing 1. So,
Okay.
7. No mage near that unit, so these are attunement 3. I get 4 successes because I get to add 1 for free. So 4 and armor piercing 1.
Can you evade spells?
You can evade spells.
Oh, that's what they'll try. Ones! One survives. Is there...
These don't volley and spells don't cause resolve tests. Okay. I did get enough spells to cast 1 for free because I got 4 successes. So we're going to cast Dark Immolation. This actually gets better the higher the value goes. So 3 successes. So plus X. So currently they're on a big fat R of death.
Okay.
All right. He's done.
Next, my shaman.
One of the people who worked for a few months.
He's going to cast Reshape Destiny.
Manager started calling the references on her application, and every one of them said, I have no idea what that is.
6. This is...
He also called all the former, not all, but he called former employers that were on her application. She never worked there.
Instead, he will cast... Oh, wait. Yeah, he's going to cast Blood Vision on them.
Okay. Or that's a debuff, right?
Target. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I was
God
like,
damn
that's
it.
the bad one, right?
That is the bad one.
Their big problem was they were really big into hiring friends.
It's this one.
So it
That's
was
this
somebody
one.
that was a friend.
All stands in target regiment have +1 defense against all volley actions and W.
Makes sense.
So,
And the friend is like, I don't
he's good.
Very nice. Alrighty.
I figure they're going to get shot.
Most likely. Praetorian Guard. We're going to have Praetorian Guard go, and they will. So we've triggered draw events, so they memories of old and get to use phalanx.
Right.
So we will have them charge. They really can't fail. So 4.
No, it's
I believe we're in your front arc though, so because we've got 2 of our stands here. So we're going to do one of these.
Okay.
So charge, and then they will strike. So 13 attacks with Inspire.
You want to move the footwork. I'm sorry for your slot, sorry.
13, so Clash 2 normally goes to becoming Clash 3. I've got 6, 8 for you.
8.
8,
Minus
no,
1?
no, nothing, no penalties.
No penalties?
I'm tough, I'm not strong.
So these are our needing 2s.
Better than a much worse word.
3.
Okay.
So one of these.
And then resolve tests.
How are you?
You still take the resolve, you don't care about the fear, so your normal resolve, and you actually get to use the character's resolve.
Yeah.
But
It takes double the
it takes
resolve.
2 fails to do 1
Yeah.
wound, yeah.
And his resolve is 3. So that was 3 successes. So
Yep.
5 resolves. Needing 3 or 2s because of
You don't care because
we're fearless.
So 5 plus 4, 9 total. Or, oh, actually, you don't care about that one because you need. It's only 2 wounds from those.
Yeah.
So 7 wounds total.
7 wounds total.
Yeah.
That means only 1, and 1 is at 1.
One's very hurt. Okay.
He has 1 wound left.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Turns are done.
Jotun.
Where
It's
are
like
you?
there's no fucking horses here.
I deliberately thought I was like, okay, I can do these Praetorians or these Praetorians. If I charge them first, they
Jotun
get
was going to get some.
Yeah.
It might be crazy, but if you're communicating, then I got no problems.
I mean, if it works.
Let's see.
I mean, if I hadn't got,
He is going to reform
then I probably would have hung out for about an hour.
and
And then
move off the hill.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All right. Okay. Next card. Moroi. Draw event. They get priest. Priest.
and even if it wasn't for me,
They lose immolation though. I'm gonna have them
Yeah. No, Gavin.
combat reform.
He's got more maturity than the average person at that age, I would say.
6.
It's because he was a cultist.
we don't see it.
And then we're gonna do the long bomb. 11 because I don't really care if I can't move any further forward. So
Did they suffer from
no.
anything?
There's
they're
actually no,
spellcasters.
Yeah. Nope. All right. That's fine.
Okay.
All righty. Your go, sir.
Uger.
Hey, John.
So they are going to fight back.
Let's see it.
Your defense 5.
Defense 5. Yeah.
Okay. Ugers.
Yeah. Jotun. Yeah. I mean, it's like looking.
It's
in
his
the mirror. It's
avatar.
like looking in the mirror, basically.
It's his avatar, man. I love it.
Gentlemen,
So, okay.
how's the
They have 4 attacks apiece, so there's 8 attacks from them, and then 7 attacks from the Bloodied.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
For a book that was how many years old?
Okay. So 8 attacks from them.
Yep.
I understand.
4, 5,
You're good.
8. They'll inspire.
Yep. Inspire Clash.
Yeah. So they need force.
Sounds good.
They missed twice, so 6 at cleave 2, so 3 for you.
Defense 3. I lose 3.
Bloodied. He is. He has Rhoda, which I don't remember which one that one is. That's just the plus 2. Okay. So, Bloodied has 7 attacks. He misses once. So 6. Minus 2s.
Yep, 6. Minus 2s is still 3s. Fail 3 of them again.
Okay.
Lose a stand, and 2 more.
I was actually supposed to get more attacks.
Do you just add like...
Because the wounded.
Yeah, so just 3 more basically?
Yeah.
Or 2 more, because he doesn't...
No, he doesn't get it.
Yeah, he wouldn't get it.
So it's just 2 more from the ogres. Hit twice. Or what am I? Playing a new edition.
Take 1 more.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't be killing the command stack. They're in the wrong spot. Yeah. Oh, right. He's not the command stack. That's the command stack. Cool. All right. Easy enough, though.
Okay.
More dark power. We're up to 11. Ha-ha! Alrighty. Are these mine? Those are my secondaries. Okay. Alrighty. Next one for me. The cataphracts, which no longer exist.
Okay. For me, the other unit of raiders. They are just going to march up.
No reroll.
Double march. Fall over.
Alrighty. Other unit Praetorians. They will charge.
Charge!
Need a 3.
Okay. Roll a 1.
I do have unstoppable, so
Roll 2 1s.
that's nope. All right, we're in. We're in, boys. So we will do this.
This is just a leader unit, right?
Correct.
Not a character.
Yeah, just a leader. Yep. Alrighty.
No impacts. Right?
I have no impact attacks. So we did get to charge. They did trigger their memories of old, so they're in phalanxed again, and then we will just swing. So I will do. I'll just do Xylark, or I'll just do Strategos first, and then I'll do the unit. So he has, with his upgrades, he has 6 attacks.
Okay.
He is Clash 4, and he is re-rolling. He's 4.
Yeah.
So re-roll the 5 here. So that was a 3.
Yep.
And then so that's 6. These are at cleave 2.
Cleave 2.
If it matters into your side.
Just roll an evasion.
Yeah.
Major 1s. So 2 survive that,
and then just so that's wounds, and then you'll do resolve all at once.
Yeah.
So, because you consider this rank to be all the way over, that's 4, 13. So 13, and then 14 from the back. So 6, 10, 14. These are Clash 3 with Inspired. I don't get to do that.
cheater rerolls.
No cheater rolls for the units. Oh, actually, I get to reroll 2 of them because he is in Dominion 2. So where you've got 3, 6, 9. These have Clash 1 and Linebreaker 1. So
what does Linebreaker do?
It would mean on the charge they get a bonus cleave.
Okay.
So 9.
Back to my evasion. It was 9.
Yep.
9. Looking for 1s. 2 more. Survive. Those will go through. So that is 4.
So
8,
I
9, 10.
What's your resolve base? 2 or 1?
There is. They are 2s, I believe.
6 already. Yeah, I'm just thinking. So if I reroll 1, then they get
So resolve 1, and you have to reroll your successful ones because I'm in your side.
Right. So it's kill. Let me just do some math here. You've killed 10 of them.
So these are on like a stand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll.
That's fine.
There's no point. They're not that mighty of Vikings.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use their free combat reform, and we're going to
Block up.
Exactly.
Shields. All right.
So that you don't just get a free flank charge if you decide to come over.
Next.
Yeah.
Who's curls?
Who's curls?
Where do you go? Actually, you're good.
Who's curls?
They're just gonna march up here.
Sounds like a plan.
That is that.
Alrighty. Strategos has nothing else to do.
Okay. Jarl has nothing to do.
The carries.
Suddenly, this mage wishes he had cast it on himself.
Suddenly. Quite violently. Out of range to the Jotun, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to have them march and just be general assholes.
We are general assholes.
Make it very hard to charge them.
Hey, John. Could you turn on that fan for me?
Turn on what?
The fan.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, carries are done.
All right.
I thought Jotun was going to come in.
Beast pack. So.
I swear I took a shower.
So the Ogres didn't get to go, so they can come in off.
It's warmer outside. What the fuck? That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I like your blue, by the way.
Where do they? They really want flank. They've already gone, so they're not just gonna get free shot. He has an attack. Confident in the Ogre's abilities to kill that. They're just gonna come. How fast? And do something.
So remember you have to wheel them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where. We decided this wasn't movable. Pretty throughable.
Yeah, neither of the buildings were.
So we're just gonna come in and do this.
Makes sense. You have to move it to clear them, so.
They'd be speedy. That's them.
Alright, last thing for me is my Legionnaires. We're going to have them double march.
Okay. And then last is my bloodied. He doesn't get a fight again.
No,
so.
he doesn't get to fight again, no dueling, so I think that's it.
Yep.
Alright, Legionnaires off.
Let's see, I lost.
Yeah, let's do, so victory stuff. I'm up to 11, which I think I need to. I'm trying to remember how to find fucking downloads on this stupid thing. Why can't I find downloads?
Yep. Control 1, 2, and I control this. Okay.
Because I need to find where my stupid.
I'm only on one.
How bad? How bad?
You can just charge me.
Oh, okay, we got to keep 2.
I score Nords strength. I go up to and then I am on 5. Write it down.
I was just saying I like your blue on your chronage.
Thank you very much.
Since they killed one and used one. Defense stronghold.
Really
And here, what is
I picked it out of the trigger before I realized this isn't actually one of the color shifts. But, because I wanted it kind of color shifting. But I like this one.
I mean, I think it's what do you like more than anything.
Right.
Wait, sorry, what's that? You selected a no man's land one?
That's kind of why this time instead of like, I don't know if
here we
it
go.
was
Rules and
something
FAQs.
technical, but I mean, I really done off, like exactly
Army
what that's
lists.
supposed to look and everything.
Old Dominion.
For these guys,
Sorry.
I just want to do something really cool and eye-catching.
Let's see. So for
No, it's your next one.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that these are anywhere near.
Is it best I kill 2 armored guards?
tier 3 is at 14, so I'm still in tier 2. Or 13. I'm still in tier 2. And then at tier 3. Okay, I see. Alright, so that doesn't make that much of a difference. Alright, cool. Okay, did you score any secondaries last turn?
Just killed the bigger game.
Okay, and then you got one for a card, so that's 2. I killed the Raider unit.
Yep.
So that's 3. I haven't killed the Warlord yet.
No.
So that's just 3. And then I didn't get any extra, so we're on to turn 5.
Okay.
So if anything hasn't come in, it's coming in this turn.
Nope, everything's here.
They say black and then 3 thin.
Oh, 3 fin. Interesting. Well,
So
it looks good.
yeah, so now it's 2.
Check out, is this your Crusade force?
It's part of it, yeah. So
Here it is.
I've got.
Yeah, no, that looks, and that's one of the ways I was considering doing mine, but I just went like all dark metal, and then I'm gonna be dry brushing with silver, just to get like kind of that one, you know, blue.
So, Sean.
Look. But I like yours.
If you two want to wait until we're done, and we can throw you on the stream camera.
Oh. I've never been on TV before.
You want to do it? I think it'd be great.
You think so?
Yeah.
That means that we'll have to keep body talk to this one. Yeah.
That's not.
But that's up to you guys. If you want it, if you don't want to be on stream, that's fine.
That sounds fun. I've never done that before.
Hey, the finals, why not?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
in addition to
televised
your
Blood Bowl
pressure.
championship.
Yeah, I'm so stressed playing a game against Sean. It's gonna be
Man, this is like a difficult round for me.
Yeah, this is definitely a tougher one.
You're gonna totally hammer me.
Bro, all your guard is gonna beat the crap out of me.
Let the humble fest begin. Who can be more humble?
So after Dan, my match with Dan, my death roller actually got 7 XP. So this morning I was like, oh, I've got XP to spend. I'm like, I went with random.
Alright, I think I know what we're doing.
And it got blocked. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna end up with something like defensive or something like that.
Yeah, block's really good.
Especially that is
Man, this is fucking good.
Definitely a tough one.
It doesn't have something like that. Sorry.
That's alright.
I'm gonna pack up.
No, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Who's winning? Actually, don't answer that.
It's actually really close. Like, this is definitely the closest game of Conquest we've seen thus far.
Okay.
My witch.
He got a 11-inch charge into the ponies, and it took him 2 turns to kill them, but he killed them, which worked out good.
I was gonna say, yeah. It sounds like denying the ponies the charge is pretty good.
Well,
they still got a charge.
They murked a unit, and then he got a miracle charge, and then, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah, shoot. So if you cannot fire your second cards, can I smite him? That is actually how that works. Yeah, that is. Yes, you can smite. He's not an eligible target.
Bring your nids, Gavin?
Okay.
Bring your nids.
That's what you'll see with like
I know.
Is they'll just chill here.
I just didn't know. Basically, I didn't know
So
I'm literally playing an army that promotes Aspen, so
It's close to
I'm playing against Dave too. So
We're gonna give it a try. I don't know if it will work. Supremacy? How many cards do you have?
I have less than you now.
Okay.
Well, I'm going first.
Yep.
So I am going to take the go first. I'm going to use the Supremacy ability, so he's re-rolling all of his spellcasts.
Because you needed that.
I need it, yeah. And then, because some of them like go really cracked, like at a certain point. So I'm up to 12 because of Dark Sophomore. And then Praetorian Guard, roll charge.
Yep.
We can't fail, so we will do that.
What?
You say you wanted to do something? I remember you saying at some point you wanted to do something about my birthday.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, now we've already taken you to the bar. That was my plan.
Okay.
All right.
But we can do whatever.
Okay.
It's the 6th.
Yeah.
So we'd do it the weekend before.
So that's next week.
Yeah, we'll do Marco.
Okay. So we're gonna do. So they've charged, so that we're inspired. So we'll do the Strategos first. So he's got 6 attacks, hitting on 4s, rerolling everything with flurry. So we got 5 at cleave 2 total.
I'm gonna let you know that the giant doesn't have evasion.
Right. So defense 2 becomes 0.
1.
Cleave 2, line breaker 1. So reduce 1 more defense and then cleave 2.
Okay, so he takes 5.
5. So the character benefits from both.
9.
So the unit only gets the line breaker and the cleave. So then
that was just the character's attacks?
Yeah. And so then he's going to also take resolve tests here in a second. So we're going to try and murk the Jotun. So there's 9 attacks in the front, 2 ranks, and then 2 supporting. So 9, 8 for 11. These are Clash 3 with Inspire, so hitting on 3s. Get 2 rerolls because of Tier 2 Dominion. So we've got 7 for you, or 8 for you. 8 for you at cleave 1, line breaker 1, so -2 total. So D1s.
Yeah, once I'm done gluing your paladins, I'm gonna start gluing my spire together.
Nice.
You failed all of them?
I got one box like almost done. I just gotta finish putting the arms on.
Mr. President, we got him.
Not surprised.
Carry on, sir.
Boogers.
Our characters are murder. It's not our troops.
I see.
Yeah. The troops are tough.
4, 5.
So it's hard to
So-
get to the characters.
Yeah.
Uger's over here trying to pop this unit.
Oh yeah. So 1 Uger stand.
Yep. An Uger stand in the blood.
Let's see it.
Uger's Inspire Clash.
there's a lot of carnage. Yeah,
Very much a carnage. Yeah.
that one's just
Can't wait to finish getting all that shit. list too.
Rolled really bad, but they have.
Supposedly it plays like old Hammer.
It's much more like fantasy, but there's instead of you take your whole turn, then I take my whole turn. We alternate activations,
which is a system I like better.
And you have to plan your entire army's activations before you know who has initiative. So
okay, I like that too.
So it takes the Age of Shitmar and then dumpsters it, and then brings it back to like a cool mechanic. So I fucking hate Age of Shitmar. Like the concept of double turns is the dumbest thing that I can possibly think of. I don't play it. So tell you what, let's say you're winning, and then you just get to go first again.
Oh yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
So only one from that Uger.
Say again?
Only one from that Uger.
Yeah. I don't know much about it.
So I didn't get my draw event, so I'm only on shield and D2. So D1.
I like.
We're good.
I like the.
And then the Jarl.
Yeah.
Mechanic.
The bloody.
You roll off to see who gets it. And then at the beginning of the turn, you roll again. But if it's a tie, you get the person who didn't have it. So it's more likely.
But then with the Necromunda
6 minus 2.
Right.
So it's not. So like in 40k, you would
One-ups.
do your whole army again.
They are dead.
That's the problem with Sigmar.
That's fine though.
I
Here's a
think it works in
stand.
games like those. Like they do that in Kill Team
One of
too.
these.
Yeah.
Dead.
Same activation.
Alright.
Because you won't get like
Alrighty.
an extra activation.
My go.
Yep.
You're not.
Roy.
Yeah. You get
Immediate free reform.
completely like posed on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna double turn his Tyranids right now.
They have draw events. They're priested.
Turn 2
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you can get across the board in one, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. People just space you out and then collapse. So you just, if you got a double turn, you just boom, blow away whatever's about to kill you, and you're golden.
As long as they don't have something fancy up their sleeves.
Because their movement 6.
That was cool. Getting to see all the crazy weird shenanigans.
They're gonna cast. They're gonna try to cast their spell on themselves first. So they double the amount of dice because they're draw event.
Literally just had a big box of demons.
Their Aura of Death
His
5,
list was built to beat Leviathan.
and then they will charge.
So that was
And we
playing.
need a 4.
Oh wow.
And so he had, I think it's called the Epitome of Suffering, something like that.
Boom.
It's got like a 2+ mortal wounds. So he just runs that across the board with Battle Force.
Alrighty.
And then he shoves it in your Malicenter's face.
Moroi,
So you can
Immolation.
roll your bomb.
Alrighty.
It's bloodletting.
Carry on, sir.
Tar pits your army with. So I just got stuck in my deployment zone for 3 turns. There's no way I could score enough points.
So you turn your attack back on you.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I had never seen anything like that. That guy was crazy, and he was a really cool dude. A demon guy.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I'm still like, I think about that game a lot because I'm like, what could I do? And it feels like nothing.
Actually, as cool as this would be, my knee is hurting me. I'd rather sit down.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
He's just gonna
Pull the old man card.
just gonna weave the mist around him.
Mist weave. Oh yeah.
Too bad, old man.
Go ahead. All right. Next, carries. Draw event. They're bonus priests, and yeah, that's what they're doing. So we will. 6.
So I get another one that's like this.
And I feel a little bad.
In range if I move up slightly. So we're gonna march to here. And I've only got 2 stands in range. So this will be 16 shots. 6, 10, 16. Volley 2. Not bad. 4.
4. They get +1 for being in the mist. So
In the mists.
need 2s. Only 2 go through.
Alrighty.
Alright. Next. Raiders.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to reform a church.
Okay.
This is like where's the cutoff for middle line there?
So this doesn't count.
Yeah.
That counts to this, right?
Let's roll. Yeah.
Move 6. They can't fail. I'm just going to leave this.
That is fine. The hill is not providing anything particularly amusing these days. So.
Okay.
All right.
So they get their impacts, and that's it.
Sounds good.
So let's see. That's 4. He doesn't add in. So
9 total.
9 total.
The purple metal guy.
9.
Yeah, let's see it.
That's not too bad.
Pretty good. Much better than my volley.
6.
Okay. No mods or anything?
Double check.
Because it's in my side, I don't get my shield bonus, so there's 4 dead, so lose a stand. Which is great because it's gonna come back in a second. Go up a dark power. Alright, next. Legionnaires.
Legionnaires!
They will draw that. They're just going to march. They'll just double march because I don't really care.
Okay.
Cool.
Next for me. Jarl, I'm going to use his
Turn
tides.
Yep. So what's the next card?
The next card.
Oh, no, oh, right. It's you pick a unit that hasn't gone yet. So his
So I'm going to do the house cards.
Sounds good.
They are going to charge.
It is going to be in my front.
Well, unfortunately, they.
3 out of the 4 stands are in the front. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what they get. So
that's what they get.
it's a gimme charge. So.
Yeah, you're in there.
So does it shift like this? Or does it
You could get 2 stands. Yeah, you could do that because you could wheel and then come forward and then pivot again.
So they get that. We do have thrown weapons, so they'll get to do their impacts. So, so you get to add in. So 10.
Yeah.
8. 10. 3. 3s. Not that great. Way worse than those Vikings over there.
Yeah, no, the Raiders definitely had the right idea.
Only 3.
All right, D5.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, free attack.
Free attacks and free attacks.
And then the clash.
What were we getting? Something or other?
You can do how many? So a hot pot's going to be almost all of that. But it can up to 3 is 10. Technically, it could take up to 3.
Is it like fireball and 2?
Yeah, you can take a wizard. So you just want the
Yeah, it's been fun.
151.
I brought Grey Knights today too, but we wanted to play a game today. So.
Like the godly creatures.
Yeah, the Fenrir Beast Pack for the Nords. I've got 3 or 4 more boxes I need to finish, and then it's just paint mode. I got this there's this like rust effect that's been going around that's pretty popular. I don't know if you've seen like out of the bottle rust effect that looks pretty good. But they also do a vertigreen, and so I'm looking forward to using that for all of my old bronze stuff. Take all of the guesswork out. So.
I just had 10k left over.
I probably won't be winning any like awards for best painted, but I'm more just going speed paint anyway. I'll take time on the characters and the cool stuff, but don't waste your time on every cavalry, every.
All right. So let's see. If I choose, can I choose not to have the Jarl?
So you can do it.
So I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna.
Let's go.
All right. So the two stands of House Pearls.
Yeah.
8 attacks. They're not wounded, so they don't get Fury or Flurry.
Yeah.
So only 8 plus 1 for the. So, 8 plus 1 for the back unit.
My army doesn't need it.
Oh my!
And
Looks like 6.
I don't think they have.
Oh, shit.
Fail 2.
Hey!
Alrighty.
And then now it goes back to the Jarl.
The duel.
Let's duel.
I will accept.
Okay. So the Jarl.
So yeah, tell me what you got. Tell me what you got because I have dueling stuff too.
So he has.
as soon as I got him, I'm like, I must have him.
He has a bunch.
I also have a bunch.
So his sword is Vinda. So every two hits counts as an extra hit.
Sure. Lizards. Very different. I guess the
Right. And then he has Headhunter.
So what you're saying is this is Indiana Jones. Except I've got no knees, right?
Dual unmodified hit rolls of 1, made by this count as 3.
Okay.
And then I don't think he has the silly spill.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he doesn't have the spillover.
Okay. So my fellow here, all hit rolls of 1 that you make, you have to re-roll.
Okay.
Once they're successful. And then any 6s that you roll as saves count as 2 wounds. So like your crit fails are double.
Right.
And then I just get to re-roll. And yeah, that's kind of the. That's the vast majority of that. All right. Cool. Let's do it. And these are at the same time, so we might just kill each other.
Yeah. So I get 7.
Me too. You go first.
I'll probably just get smeared across the field. But it could
Alright, reroll all your ones.
Reroll the 2 ones. So only 1 miss.
Okay.
And then this actually adds in 3 more hits.
Okay, so I have 6, 7. So how many is that total with 3?
It will be 9.
Any cleave?
Jarl has cleave 1.
So I'm defense. I have a shield. You're in my front. So I'm D4 with the shield. So go to D3. So I
Die?
well, I get to reroll the 6s because I am blessed. Stand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he does die. Yep, definitely dies. And then coming back to you.
Yep.
I should have given him the blessed armor and just re-rolled everything, and he would have probably lived. But re-roll any failures for me. So that is 7 at -2 to you.
7 minus 2.
And any 6s you roll are double wounds.
Actually, while we were sitting there, you guys were playing, I was working on
Apparently, the Jarl who's modeled with a shield doesn't have one. So 6, 7. So he's going to need 1s and 6s cost doubles.
Yep.
So 6. So that basically cancels out his 1 save. So he dies.
Okay, we kill each other. Cool. Well, mine wasn't the warlord, so I'm cool with it.
I do score 2 objectives, though.
Nice. You can only score 1 this turn.
Well, I score 1 then.
Yeah.
My warlord killed somebody in a duel action.
Nice. And then okay. Alrighty.
Really? I know, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Well, that duels are murder.
So like
Just so many different you need them all in the field.
I feel like there was something I'm missing on this leader, but I'll figure it out later.
What's up?
I said I feel like there's something I'm missing on that character.
Honestly,
but-
duels are usually like
Yeah.
most people dead. Is what I've noticed. Okay, my go next is the Archimandrite. So we're going to have so draw event. I lost a character to 14. I'm going to have him Dark Tide the carries, which does click us up into tier 3 of Dark Power. Okay. So that's they've gone. And then we will. So first things first, Archimandrite. There is spell interference now that we're next to each other. If I target so basically my spells are increased in difficulty by 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to, he's going to cast the revival spell first. So 7 dice. He's going to cast it on the Praetorians. This is my reroll everything turn. So it goes off with 5 successes. We're in Dark Power 3, so we're just going to straight up just add a stand. And then we will, so I get my free spell. So we're going to cast Dark Immolation on the Praetorians. This is range, it's attunement 3, so becoming attunement 2. I get to reroll the failures. So we get 5 successes. X is the Dark Power. So their Aura of Death 3 until end of the turn. And then we will, his last spell, we're going to cast Unholy Baptism. And we're going to cast this at the... Unholy Baptism is going to go into the Raiders on the side there. So, 7... reroll, so it becomes 2. Reroll failures. So we get 5 total. Armor piercing 1 into the Raiders.
So 5 evasion 1s. They all go through.
These do cause resolve tests now that we're in Dark Power 3.
Okay. So the 5 resolves. They get to use same 2s. So 3 more of them run. So 5, 6, 7, 8 stands.
I won't take them here demon specific because I never would anyway.
They are broken.
Si, senor.
Si, senor.
Okay.
I'm not that good at
That it?
Yeah, he is done.
Yep. Who's curls?
So immediately you take 12 hits from Dark Immolation.
Yep.
To your front.
Who's my front?
And they already went, but it does still trigger the Aura of Death. There's no AP or anything.
3s.
doesn't say 5 million, does it? It's all vehicles, it's all that.
Looks like 6, 7.
And these do cause resolve tests.
One.
Three, so two. Six. They all die.
Aura of Death. Okay. My next is the Shatigos, who's dead, who you murdered.
Houndgrand's dead.
Praetorian Guard that are dead.
Fenrirby's back. So like we're stuck.
Guys, help!
The trike is going to be my warlord. Your warlord. Jump boss for
But I mean, I've got
David the red of paint.
No.
He's going to because
They will fluid reform.
Nice.
But I don't want to like outstrip everything else. He's also got this great high tires. No, it's I take no penalties in the shooting phase like I made a normal move. And then in the if you not get that sharp rate, that ends at
And you're out of cards.
I'm out of cards.
I just have the blooded. Doesn't get to do anything.
You do trigger Aura of Death into the unit though, because it's his card. So he takes 9 hits.
Okay. I'm gonna call it game then.
Yeah. Because the only way to get to characters is duels and abilities, and Aura specifically, and I could be totally wrong on this, but I think it's when you reveal like the card. Oh no, he's alive. Enemy regiment is stand. That regiment, yeah, it's enemy regiment is contacted with a stand. That regiment generates. These hits are resolved after the enemy regiment activates its draw events before it takes its first action. He's not a regiment, so I don't think it. So if you want to,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, good game answer.
The Aura of Death should be on the unit's trigger, in my opinion.
It's whenever you flip your card.
But what I'm saying is that it should be. It's dumb that you get to stack it, so that there's basically no way that I can counter it.
How would I get it off though if it was in their turn though? I guess how would it?
You would cast it on them before they go,
and then charge, and then not swing, or like.
This unit was standing here.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just like, well, I guess I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. Differently.
So what I'm saying is that when this unit gets revealed, their Aura of Death goes off.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Instead of my unit goes and they all die because they're standing there.
Next to it. Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, because it's like a
there's no counterplay.
It's like an anti-draw event. Because you either want to
because you can cast it on your guys. Right. There's no way to play around it. It's like, well, I'm in combat. I guess I die.
Yeah. Well, normally it's also only one. It's only normally one hit. Like it's just because it's late game. It's really strong. Because early it's only Aura of Death per Dark Power tier. So it would be 1 per stand. It would normally be 4 hits. It's because we're at 3. It's up to 12 because it's 4 stands.
Yeah. But I mean, 12 that's an entire unit of house cards.
That's
you
true.
know.
Yeah.
One spell just wiped out a unit of house cards for free, basically.
I mean, I had to pay the 245 points for the spellcaster.
This is 210, so I mean,
yeah, that's true. No, that's
and on top of that, they have to fight these fuckers. Like, you know.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know. I think I think like these guys are sick. They're sick. They don't seem to do as much as I thought they would.
No, they're supposed to be their defensive unit, and they get defense 3.
Do they have shields?
They get 4. Okay, so they're 4. Sorry. But it's like,
did you take your shield bonus versus the? You get shields versus aura.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Not great.
Not fantastic.
But it's like, even, my next turn, this unit activates, instantly dies at Aura of Death.
This goes away end of the turn. End of the round.
that unit's pretty much boned.
The only ones that get to do it multiple rounds in a row is the Marauder, because they innately have one, and then their spell specifically says till they are chosen again.
They are 100% dedicated.
It's also really irritating me that the Shaman does fuck all.
Yeah.
Like, his spells fucking suck.
Honestly, I feel like the characters are kind of like really weak, unless you're taking like dueling characters, and even then, dueling is like either both of you are dead or one of you is dead. Like, there's not a lot of like in between, which feels weird. You're all good. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna move this. I don't think he might. I'll just you guys calm down.
Yeah, Old Dominion's fucking broken. There's nothing I can do against it.
I think, I don't know if it's like,
is really good at like stopping rod and stuff like that.
like not to toot my horn, but I think I am choosing the engagements I need to go them into. Like, all right, you go first, because my army's really draw event with like once Dark Power kicks off, like I need them to go in those orders, or otherwise they're done. Which I think probably like, I think for you probably lets you know what units are going next. I think if the Yatnar got into them, like
their defense 5, dude.
Yeah, but he's like cleave 3. He's like cleave 3, cleave 2.
Cleave 2, so they're on 3s, so they're still an above average unit.
If he goes before they flip though, like if he goes before they get their draw event, they're only 3, and then they go down to 1. So I think that might have a little to do with it too, because I feel like him getting just kind of just stuck behind the Raiders was. I honestly think, and I was just thinking about this too, is like if like the Raiders have gone into the Moroi, like damn the torpedoes, like if you kill them all before Horror of Death goes, then who cares?
I think that those forces just run through this otherwise, because they would have charged this unit next. This unit would have died.
Well, no, because so the thing is
the Jotun couldn't charge on his first turn, so he's just gonna be stuck.
Well, I think he came forward really far. Like if you commit the Raiders that way, and then the Yatnar comes here and just eats the Cataphracts as soon as they're done with whatever. Like
the problem is that just on impact attacks, the Cataphracti kill that Jotun.
I know.
It's 14 wounds.
Right, that's the scary part.
Yeah, which is dumb. Like,
well, most monsters are more than 10.
Yeah, he's 14. I mean, 14 wounds.
Right. I think the Abomination is 12, or it might be 14 as well. But
it's a transport that I'm not using as a transport for incredibly hard to kill.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't know, because I don't feel like I feel like they're okay. I don't feel like they're kind of crazy. Like if you got like Aura of Death and everything on them and get them in the right place, like that's really gonna hurt. But like, and these guys are annoying. But like shooting at them, for instance, like you're saving everything on a 4 or less.
Yeah, I mean the archers aren't that annoying. It's the ridiculously high defense that can't really be dealt with and can be regenerated. And
I mean, you did the right thing hitting them in the side.
Yeah,
it's just not a full unit. If there was a blooded, like if this was a blooded or something into the side, like holy shit.
Yeah, I think the bigger answer is don't take 12 Raiders, period.
Yeah,
you have to take 24.
Because you want those ablative stands. Trolls are good too.
I'm getting those. They're on their way.
I think it might be worth trying a list like without the priest and then trying like double blooded.
Yeah, God, it's so bad.
I mean, he's a cruise missile. Is really what he is. Well, you could build you could probably build like a defensive Ichijaro and then build like the blooded just to go.
Yeah, it just feels like that.
There's a character tax.
Nords are way too reliant on their infantry. And if you run them the way you're supposed to, I don't know how the fuck they take a distance because they're all light.
Yeah, I think the better Nord choices are in the bigger stuff. I think it's in the Ugars and the Trolls and the Jotuns, honestly. Like, you lose a Jotun to a charge, but then whatever unit I killed him with is out of position and probably dies in the backswing. Just play Imperial Knights with the Jotuns. with some infantry supporting.
Yeah.
I think the bow stalkers are pretty good too. Like,
Yeah, they're not bad.
Like maybe instead of the minion of raiders, like run like a blooded warlord with stalkers, and then you don't really care. Like he's a last resort. Go send him at something.
Yeah.
Or like just sits with a stack of 3 or 4 of them, and then they just keep volleying and aiming every turn and doing a bunch of hits to stuff. And then you're bringing in your whole army by turn 3. All your medium stuff gets flank. All your the Jotnar gets flank.
Yeah, I mean the big thing is the only light unit he can go into is stalkers.
Right, so you just take the stalker tax, and then you just Ugars, Jotun, and Beastpack, or more Ugars, or trolls. A big block of like 6 trolls coming in turn 2. No way to stop it.
Yeah.
And then by that, like on turn 1, like if you take like a cheap unit of stalkers or a cheap unit of raiders, like I could see taking like a 3-man unit of raiders and then just hauling ass off the board to get your reinforcement line up, and then turn 2 those trolls come in on the side. Like I think that seems pretty good. And then regen 5 draw event. Like
yeah, I mean the trolls are hard to kill.
Yeah, you have to kill them all at once or not at all.
Yeah. I mean the nice thing is that the blood gets to take them as mainstay.
Yeah.
So you can just take a shit ton of them.
Yeah, just take a bunch of them. Who cares? I like in this. I have to. The only mainstay units for him are cultists, which don't exist yet, and they're trash. Legionnaires and carries. Those are mainstay, but he can't join these, and he can't join Moroi, so he has to go with either this unit or a small unit of guard. The Strategos isn't bad, but I just don't. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have like the Xylart because he does a little bit more in melee.
Yeah, strength 5. Yeah. So basically, but his main thing is.
I didn't really feel like Spellcaster Warlord was really that effective. I think he's just a buff caster.
Yeah, I mean, being able to cast 3 spells a turn is pretty good.
I mean, it's not bad. It just like regen,
especially when he actually has a fucking attack spell.
Yeah, yeah. The nuke one's nice. The nuke one against certain targets that like don't have evasion and like D2 seems pretty good. Or even just
I just like. I'm so bitter about the shamans, like just utter ineffectiveness. Because like the ranges are all garbage too. So the blurred vision is range 14. If they are outside of 12, they can't charge or shoot. So you literally have to have that 2-inch, and it's like that's fucking retarded. Because they just move and then charge, or move and then shoot you. Like, what it should be is range 12. The unit, like your target unit, can't be charged. Like outside of 12.
That seems like it'd be pretty solid. I liked the bloodied with the Ugars. Like that definitely.
Yeah. Effective. The problem is that I don't think it's a problem. He can't have any retinue.
That's fair.
So he can't have combat or attack.
I mean, he still has a bunch of other stuff in there.
That's why I put him on this, so that it's.
Yeah, that's what you would do. Yeah. I mean, if you make him the warlord, then everything gets flank.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely redacting my statement about the Jarls being better. Like, I think just flooding the board with, like, Jotun turn 3.
Yeah, just not even having to roll. It's just, it's a big blue.
Yeah, I got super lucky on turn 2 with everything coming in, but turn 1 having nothing, that was.
Well, and that's the thing. This is the second game where basically the Jarl's supremacy ability did absolutely nothing.
Why not?
Yeah. Like, well, that's what we learned, I guess.
Yeah.
Bloodied is the way to go for that. I could see it being pretty good against like 100 Kingdoms or Spire, where there's lots of there's lots of heavy. The only heavy thing we have coming is the bone golems.
I'm sure there'll be a fucking bone giant at some point.
Possibly, I hope so. There's nothing in the book.
They'll call it like a 10 or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be cool, but it doesn't exist yet. So
it's the same. Like the 100 Kingdoms don't have heavy.
Yeah,
a big guy.
Yeah, that's true. She can run bone golems, which I'm looking forward to, but they're definitely restricted.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Volva and the Valkyries are coming out in October.
It's the codex of like whatever.
And I think the Volva gets to actually cast like good spells, so that's gonna replace the Shaman. Because the other thing with the Shaman, he can only take Raiders. Like,
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
he just sucks.
Take him out and just put more bloody in him. Like,
The problem is the bloody can't take Raiders. So then it's just the Jarl that can take them.
So what if you did a? So what if you drop him, and then drop him, put Jarl, give him Raiders or Skirmish or Raiders or Stalkers. You have a light bloody that hangs out with the bowman and is just there to vanguard in and then vanguard your army, and then you've got like that. And I was thinking about trying to do yours, or just make him the warlord and then just run forward and murder shit. Yeah. Can you go with? They can go with trolls. Yeah. So I mean, there you go. That's your anchor unit. Because then, like, if they die, the character doesn't get pulled.
Yeah. The only other thing I thought about doing here was because he can join. He can join them. That's true. And then he could have just ran off.
Is he a beast when he's
I think you get to choose. I think either beast or brute.
Oh, nice.
I think so.
That's pretty fun.
Because the other thing I thought, these guys, they're not that good. The only thing I can think of doing with them is literally using them to tie up your army.
Yeah,
like to just run forward. We are big cats. Like,
I mean, you can use them to hunt these and those. I think them, like, I just kept feeding something to the brutes so they just wouldn't murder my army. But
yeah, I didn't know they had the free reform, so that's why I put them here because I was going to charge them.
Yeah,
because I mean they move 7. You know, they could have got there, and their whole thing is supposed to be attacking on the flank.
Nope, that's why I put them over there.
Yeah.
Let's stop that from happening. Because yeah, if you get in like behind on these or something, like
well, and that was the thing, like that's why I called it when if the Aura of Death doesn't kill all of these, then these guys charge on the flank.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I feel like then it's like comes down to the turns. You know, if I can kill this unit, I think it comes down to the turns.
Yeah, if that unit, the next full thing that dies triggers into Dark Dawn 4, and all that does is I just get extra terrifying, so you reduce by another 1, and then as of now, everything's inspired all the time, but 4 is basically just terrifying and double stacking.
I just feel like the Dominion have a little too much going for them.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get pared down a little bit.
Like, suffer no resolve.
That's a huge deal.
Which is fucking. I mean, half my army dies because of resolve.
Yeah. When I was picking stuff up, I was like, oh, there's no way that leadership's going to be that important. It's like it's probably the most important stat.
Yep. And then I mean, it makes sense being able to regenerate them with your wizard.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's every undead army in every fantasy game
not,
ever.
At least it's not like more.
But the dumb part of it is being able to pop them to get dark power and then regenerate them.
Yeah. So I am paying points for that because it's so normally it's a character that does that, but you're paying like it's like a dark blessing.
We're still discussing.
Yeah, it's like a dark blessing to give him the draw event to do it. So like you still have to like.
Yeah, I need more draw events.
Technically, it's supposed to be how the primary and
Well, you get draw event Fury once you start.
Yeah, once they start going.
And it's only a single model, right? It doesn't even have to be like a full stand. Yeah. As soon as you lose one guy, they've got Fury.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
as soon as you have a damage stand. Why is he white?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, I don't have any of the white plastic. The only one that's the odd color is the Strategos.
It comes down to when they were made.
Okay.
Because like if you even look at like the dark plastic on these compared to the light plastic,
my whole army is these.
They're just slowly over time discovering the right plastic.
Or whatever's available.
Yeah, it's kind of an awful lot to go. Either capture
That's what I was playing. I was playing Green Wars last night. And that was kind of the thing. It was like, oh, something like Inspired.
I do have some Nord objective markers that are pretty
Nice.
Like, no, you just inspire yourself.
I'm waiting for my. I've got the. I have the generic ones ordered, but they're coming whenever that divinity comes. That's how they're ordered. If you got something on pre-order, nothing ships until pre-order. Just waiting, yes, until the divinity ships.
I think they just, like, in the last week adjusted 100 Kingdom points.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was looking at one of the lists I had saved on my computer, and I was like, oh, I could have run this week. And I was like, well, let me re-put it in and fuck with, like, now that I know, like, certain things. And I do basically the same list, and I'm like, this is like 300 points less, and I don't know why. Like,
who knows?
So it's fantasy flight, super simple fantasy.
Those 100 Kingdoms is going to be fun once they release the models that they want. So they have a bunch of the Order of whatever, which I'm 99% sure are knights, and you can take a bunch of them. Like there's a couple of the characters actually get like whichever order they're associated with as mainstays.
Oh, that's cool.
So eventually you'll be able to do just like pure knights.
Yeah.
Like, which I don't think will be that great. But
I actually, that was the, so like those Adepticon lists.
Yeah.
So like the Nords one, and it was 5 Yonkers, and a bunch of trolls. And then there was a 100 Kingdoms list though, but it was like 3 big mega death bricks at once, and then just like some archers.
right.
And like I think a couple knights like have to like because they have to. But yeah, mounted lord, warlord, speed force, and just like all right boys, let's do it. So I think it's totally viable.
Yeah, depending on how it dies.
And if you have some knights, maybe that's something to try for a bit until you figure out what's.
Yeah, I mean, this game was obviously closer than the last.
This game was, yeah. I thought this was probably the best, cleanest Conquest game I've played thus far.
I think that, like I said, if this switches, if this wasn't, just this unit gets wiped, it makes it a whole different.
So the part that I'm not saying, there's a great upgrade for that unit, but they just get RM Depth 2 all the time.
Or Depth fucking come.
I'm concerned. Now that I've seen how good it is, I think I'm going to put it back in that unit because that's going to get. They're going to catch the resurrection all the time.
I mean that's the thing. That's part of Conquest that I've learned is anything that you get for free is free.
Yeah, rerolls don't exist, so enjoy rerolls. Yeah.
So
if you have to reroll things, it's bad, unless it's positive.
So, or a death. I mean, all the fury and flurry.
I mean, that was cool.
Yeah,
that was just like, oh god,
yeah.
they're fucking dead. I mean, you murdered the cataphracts, which was good. So.
Yeah. So next time it's going to be 2 units of 24.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because as soon as you just lose one guy, that whole unit just sort of like forcing saves.
I am not placing this yet. I just want to have that.
Because they get flurry native.
Yeah, which is really good.
Fresh code black.
I need to build. I've got one more box of cataphracts to make. I've got one more box of carries, and then I've got most of a legionary box to finish. That's more Praetorians, and then I'm going to do the other one as another legionaries. Because I want to have at least 3. I want to either be able to do 2 units of 3 legionaries to like points fill, or 1 unit of 6 if I wanted to. Because it is alarming to me how much better these guys are than these guys are. Like, just, it's like a no contest.
Aren't these like 20?
They're like 30, it's like 30, 40 more points at the end of the day. But like, that's like, it's like one stand difference basically. I think they're 55 each.
Are they mainstay?
For the Xylarch they are. For him and the Strategos they are restricted. That's why I'm not running. If I could just run all of them. So like if you run the Xylarch for mainstay, and that was like
you murdered my friend's
last time was like
Blizzards. I've got to like
here's all of the Praetorians.
Yeah.
Which I think would be a fun list. Just
yeah.
Like shield wall.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get I think the next game we play, I might proxy some raiders.
Yeah, do it.
And just try out like a raider horde with like a couple of mediums to hold objectives.
I think if you get caught in my front, it sucks. If you can get to my side, you definitely you're ignoring the shield, you're ignoring the phalanx, you ignore bastion. So
I did order ice units. So.
Nice. Yeah. And more trolls.
Yeah. Need to order. I think I need to order. I think I want to run the like a big unit of trolls. Like a
like six damage.
Yeah.
That seems good.
Battlefield, second, skipping, attacker defender.
Thanks, Gavin.
I'm telling you, man. I think that if this part right here is like the deciding factor for this game. To me.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, all right, our death doesn't go off.
Right.
It comes down to who gets supremacy next.
I think it more comes down to that we're tied up here because we're both basically the same.
Right. But my point is, you get supremacy first. Cool. I'm D3 in the front. You don't have any clean or anything. So like that's like I lose a couple, but not that many.
Right.
The problem is if I go first, I get D5.
Right.
And even if I don't kill you completely, then you're very stuck. And then all I have to do is shoot this unit to kill the priest. So.
He doesn't even need to be there.
Yeah,
He's
that's true.
fucking garbage.
And then honestly, I probably at a certain point, I probably just see what happens here. If I can kill everyone, and then combat reform, I probably try it. If there's only 5 or 6 left, I probably combat reform facing this way, depending on how things. Because I don't need to inspire, so I just clash, see what happens, and then reform.
Yeah. I mean, this unit being able to charge into the side of it
would be pretty effective.
Yeah. Because they're.
I suppose hilariously, probably the appropriate play though, Mikey, is Deuce Clash, combat reform.
And
Well, yeah. I think Aura of Death just settled the argument a little quicker. Especially because then you're going to start eating all the spells from here.
Yeah. Because this unit over here, I'm pretty sure you kill. I mean, you kill the 1 at 1 easily. The 1 at 4 probably goes down, which wipes the bloodied. So then I'd have to deal with them. But if they went first, then maybe.
Well, the problem is you're going to clap the Aura of Death 4. So.
But they're more likely to survive that.
That's
than
true. Are they D2? D3?
They are. I think they're D2. D2.
So I mean, yeah, you're just not taking as many resolve hits.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and then that stupid anti-resolve thing.
Yeah. Or anti-terror. Yeah. That's really strong too. Also, the way if you read it, I was reading the rule, it actually strips it from the whole unit, so it helps your other stuff. It's not that they're immune; it's that they remove it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good for helping out in a flank. I'm trying to think otherwise. Yeah, I think they just kind of had I saw a chance to box it in, so I did, and then I think just Cataphracts kind of just baited the Raiders over, and then, but you got to deal with them because of the Jotnar. What if you brought the Jotnar over there?
I mean, the biggest reason why I did it is because of this piece of terrain.
Right, but if you just had him just come straight up where they're standing now.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering if,
I don't think that changes a lot because that would have forced this unit to come basically right where he is. So maybe he gets to charge. I don't know if he can even kill this unit.
How many attacks does he have? If he gets him in the side, he kills him.
Well, yeah, I think that's how you deal with that unit.
I think that's just how you deal with Old Dominion. Period.
He gets 12 attacks.
I mean, that's a lot.
Cleave 2. So I mean, there's a chance.
If he charges,
if he gets him on the side, yeah, they're gonna.
What's his clash? Clash after charging 3.
Clash after charging 4.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So. Demons. That's a pretty fluffy game you got going there.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, biggest thing.